All right, good morning, people. Why am I saying good morning? It's not even morning. All right, what's going on, people? It is currently February 8th, Sunday. And yeah, I finally got some XFAs back. We're running the 5 account. We're doing the 5 accounts. And yeah, this is how we're up on the week. We up 1K this week across the 5 accounts. Well, not actually up 1K. My balance is actually 800. But yeah, I'm just going to do a quick trade recap. We're going to go through all the trades I took. So let's just dive right in, man. February 2nd, where are you, G? All right, February 2nd. So February 2nd was a wild day for me. So yeah, we have a high time frame bullish for value gap. I was waiting for price to fall into that bullish for value gap. Price fell into it. I was looking to take a buy from here. As you guys see, this first trade I took after we had this nice strong candle close, change in the state of delivery. I'm like, okay, perfect. We hit the high time frame gap. I'm looking for a change in the state of delivery from this gap. So yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna trade up, and I'm just gonna go for something small. I wasn't even looking for anything huge. And I think I hit this trade. Yeah, this trade hits. But then I tried to sell in the downside. I'm like, oh yeah, we're playing off of this 5 minute bearish gap. I'm like, okay, I'll take a buy here, and then I'll take a sell when it hits the bearish gap, which is stupid. I was trying to trade both directions. Bad idea. And yeah, I lost that trade. And then I'm like, okay, now, okay, I'm going back to my original buys, because now I was break even. I lost what I just made for the most part. So I'm like, okay, I gotta take a third trade. Then third trade, we had this inverse here, inverse gap. Second play off the high time frame bullish gap. And then we had the change in the state. I hopped in on the inverse just a little bit early because I was confident we were going up. Actually, no, we had a change in the state down here. That's probably why I hopped in. So yeah, once we got the inverse into that shit, I got out right in front of this 5 minute bearish gap, and I called it a day. I hope that all made sense to y'all. If y'all don't use ICT concepts, none of this shit's gonna make any sense to you at all. But yeah. And then February 3rd, let's do it. February 3rd. This was one trade. I like when it's one trade, bro. Pretty straightforward. We hit a high time frame gap, 4 hour bearish gap. We had I was bold. We had a micro inverse gap. Like, this is such a small gap. I'm just like, hey man, that's an inverse. Like, I'm taking it. Because I was so confident we were going to sell off here. So I'm like, okay, 4 hour gap. I'm confident we're selling. This small inverse, took it as a green light. I hopped in, targeted these sort of lows here. I know gold likes to manipulate near obvious lows. So I'm like, you know what? I would want to target this low here, but gold has bamboozled me so many times in the past. So I'm like, let me just get out between. Because you, like, with gold, you got to make your TP unpredictable as well. Because gold really punishes you for having obvious take profits. Because, like, there's so many times where you think gold has to hit a certain level, and it'll literally stop right in front of it and take you out of the trade. Like, I've seen it too many times. So your take profits have to be a little bit more random. But yeah, one trade, we took it. Bam. I think this was like a 1 to 2, 1 to 2.5. It was a really good trade. And then yeah, February 4th. I hope this made sense. Like, literally, all I did was wait for an inverse high time frame gap. That's it. Anyways, February 4th. February 4th. What was this? February 4th, 6 trades. That's probably revenge trading or something, because I don't know why it says 6 trades. Okay. So yeah, this was the first trade. As you see, we had this liquidity sweep right here, right? We swept this low. You guys see it? This low, swept. We had a change in the state, which was pretty dope. Right here, change in the state. And then we fell back down. Then when we started pushing up again, I hopped in. And then I just wanted to target these 5 minute highs here. As you see, we have a bunch of relative highs. 1, 2, 3, 4. I targeted the highs, but this is what I was saying. See, gold doesn't want you having obvious TPs. I'm like, oh, we're definitely gonna hit those highs. Nope. What do? We hit me out. We go in front of these. We take out this high. We don't take out these highs right here. Instead, we completely reverse. So I got stopped out break even, and I was upset because I'm like, fuck, I got stopped out. Okay. Well, clearly we're selling now. So then I took another trade, and this is off of this 1 minute bearish gap, and I think there was a 5 minute bearish gap as well. We could check. Yeah, there was. So yeah, we take this play off this 5 minute bearish gap. As you guys see, strong sell momentum going down. Retraced into not only the 1 minute bearish gap, but also 5 minute bearish gap. I'm like, okay, I'm expecting a continuation. Once we had a change in the state right here, I hopped in, placed my stop loss above the last high, and then yeah, I just targeted some lows, and bam, we hit that. Pretty straightforward, guys. You could even look at these, look at all this shit, screenshot it, pause the video, do whatever you want to do, bro. Yeah, let's do it. What's the next day? And then February 5th. This day I literally sabotaged myself. So I was up like 400 on the day. Yeah, and then I fucking sabotaged it. I started revenge trade. I started getting greedy. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I'm about to hit my goals even sooner. Let me start going for another trade. Like I was done for the day. And it was such a bad price action day. It was amazing. I even made profit, but I decided to stay in the market and I just lost money. So I'm gonna take y'all through it. Here's what we did. This trade, bro, I was so good because I understand how gold is, bro. You have to be in and out. It's trying to, like, you can't be in these trades too long, bro. Gold just keeps switching directions. It's crazy. So yeah, we had this sweep here. I'm like, okay, I like this sweep. We're near a daily low. I like it. We're probably gonna manipulate upward in this area. I'm like, I'm gonna trade the manipulation. So we swapped this, right? Solid 5 minute low, probably even 15 minute low. Bam. And then we had our nice change in the state down here. And then we had our nice pullback and a super strong impulse candle that left behind a gap. Once we left behind the gap, I entered in. I'm like, okay, it's probably not going to hit the tippy top of this high because gold likes to bamboozle. So I'm like, let me just randomly get out. Like, I'll just put my TP like somewhere amongst these random mini 1 minute sort of high, this wicks here. Because I knew it was a high probability of hitting. And yeah, my trade hits. So I'm like, yay. It was so fast. I'm like, I'm done for the day pretty quick. But then I'm like, I got fucking greedy. I'm so annoyed because I gave all my money back. I turned a green day into a red day. So I'm like, shit, that was nice and quick. I probably have time for another trade, and that was the horrible mindset. Don't do that. Anyways, and then yeah, I tried going for this another trade. I'm like, okay, I think we're gonna go down now because I've seen a lot going on the downside. We had a high time frame 4 hour gap. We had a high time frame 1 hour gap. We had a 50 minute low that I wanted to see hit, and like these were all in the same area. So then I'm like, I'm gonna target all those. But now this one price want to just manipulate and just start ranging and just accumulating and just literally just wasting everyone's time. So I took this sell and I lost because it ended up buying up. I don't know if I showed that screenshot, but yeah. Price bought up, hit me out. But yeah, then I just lost and I gave my money back to the market. So that's that. And I kept moving my stop loss. Like, the psychology just went downhill after that win, and I decided to go and trade again, downhill. So I'm realizing, maybe a lot of you can relate to this. I need to just take one trade. If I win, I'm done. If I lose once, I'm done. Like, I can't be trading again after these. Like, my psychology just gets worse the longer I stay in. All I need to do is see one setup every day. That's all I need to do. I don't need to see every setup. And that's what you gotta remind yourself sometimes. And yeah, that was pretty much it. Friday, I ended up waking up late, so I missed the trade. But then I looked at it back. I mean, we could look at Friday right now. I went to Friday and I looked at it. I'm like, fuck, I would have won again. Let me go. Let me show you guys what I would have taken on Friday. Friday. Where are you? Okay. I'm just gonna treat it like we're trading, right? So I like to trade like after 8:30. So yeah, 8:30. Let's do it. Let's do it together right now. Let's do it together. So well, this spoils it a little bit, but whatever. 4 hour really bullish. Even before this, like you would have been able to see by 7 o'clock. Really bullish. 4 hour change state all the way down here actually. So 4 hours bullish. You look at the 1 hour, clearly bullish. Clearly bullish momentum. 15 minute. More weird. More iffy on the 15. It's still bullish, but there's a lot of low resistance lows that look like they can be taken out, right? You look at this and you're like, wait, I could totally see all these getting taken out. But then you gotta look at the 5 minute, get some context, because you're like, okay, are we gonna be selling down? There are a lot of lows. Even if we're bullish, doesn't mean price is just gonna keep going up. We might fall back down. So then, bam, we look at this. Price is here. What are we not seeing? The gap. The bullish for value gap, 5 minute. And you're like, okay, look, price is freaking just hovering above this gap. So it's respecting continuation model, right? Because we close above a high, right? Close above a high. Left behind bullish gap. Not closing below bullish gap. So the bullish gap's working, clearly. So then when I see something like this, I just go to the 1 minute, right? I'm showing y'all everything right now. And you know what you have to do sometimes? Especially with stuff like gold. Like this would be the target, right? We're looking for new highs to get hit if we think it's going to buy. So with gold, it's like, bro, I realize our risk to reward is important, but at the same time, winning is way more important. If you can win almost every day, it doesn't matter what your risk to reward is, because at the end of the day, we're just trying to make money, right? So here's what you do. You only enter when you get green lights. So see with this, we have a bearish gap, right? So we already have our change in the state, right? We closed above the last red candle. We did this. Now, honestly, I would probably just enter from this. And then what you usually want to do is we're playing off of a 5 minute gap, right? So our stop loss has to reflect 5 minute structure. If 5 minute wants to manipulate and hit me out, it's going to do a 5 minute manipulation. And if it's going to do a 5 minute manipulation, a 1 minute stop loss isn't going to save me. So in this scenario, if I had to and I said I don't give a fuck, like if I'm just trying to win, right? If you're just trying to win, because this is low-key how I've been trading lately. I'm just like, bro, it's about winning, right? We want to be like a decent bit behind, right? And then we go at least like behind this candle here. Bam. Because you usually want to be behind the candle that created the fair value gap with these type of things. And then sometimes with gold, you even want to have a little bit more space in that. So then you enter that. You target the next high. You go for a 1-to-1, right? Bam. And we enter off of this, right? We go on a one lot. Gold's been so volatile that even a one freaking micro lot is insane. Okay, that's not that bad. 260. And then, yeah, you just literally do this. This is the trade I would have taken Friday. And you're probably like, oh, why is your stop loss so wide? Y'all about to see why my stop loss is so wide. Look at this shit, right? It was almost about to hit TP. Y'all saw that. But then it starts coming all the way down here. You see this? And it's like, it starts coming all the way down here. So if you weren't break even, you would have gotten hit out. But then it instantly goes to your target right after. So this is gold, guys. This is the gold movement. So it's just weird sometimes. It's like, you either have to just super scalp, like super scalp, or go super wide on your stop loss, because gold's constantly hunting, bro. Like even this is not a normal stop hunt. This day it was hunting extra deep. Like realistically, if I'm not cautious, I would have put it maybe like a little bit closer to this and I would have got hit out. But like when you see three lows like this, you at least want to put it a little bit behind this because this is liquidity that price is most likely gonna get. These three lows, these three wicks, you want to have some space behind that. So you just got to be super observant, man. You just got to see like what this price most likely gonna do, and like I'm trying to even see what else could I have done instead. Like let's say we just played off the 1 minute momentum, right? Because if you're just getting a 1-to-1, you don't have to go that wide. If we just played off the 1 minute momentum, we would have entered here, right? Put it behind this, something like this, and then like 1-to-1. Yeah. So we still could have got a 1-to-1, and it didn't need to be that wide, honestly. So like it just is about your preference. Cause yeah, this would have been a 1-to-1 if I put my stop loss just here. But I always want to target the next high. That's the thing. I wouldn't just randomly put a 1-to-1 here. I'm trying to target near the high. This is like, I hate when price does. Gold's devious for that. Now, let's say if I came on 9 o'clock. Yeah, see, but then this is a good setup. Yeah, this is a good setup. We have this high. We got this gap. Alright, fuck it. Let's say we lost that. Because that stop hunt, like, I didn't trade this day, so, like, who's to say I would be this smart? I do go wide on the stop loss, but, like, I might have tried to tighten it a little bit more than I did now. Anyways, this is another good one. Great confluence right here. Bam. This, I would be like, okay. We have this 5-minute gap, right? I would just look for, yeah, that would be my TP target pretty much, just that 5-minute gap. That 5-minute gap up there. We're just gonna get in that. So you want to see price drop into this. Bam. Inverse that, give us some type of confirmation, bullish momentum on the 1 minute. Is that the inverse? Yes, it is. So this is our green light. Bang. Hop in this. Honestly, I'm so cautious with this shit sometimes, so I would have probably done something like this. Bam. We go behind that. And then I target this. That's what I would have done. This is, yeah, this is more like how I would trade. Bang. And then we hit that. So shit like that, you kind of get the point. High time frame. Look for some type of retrace into high time frame PD array. Go to 1 minute. 1 minute gives you confirmation of momentum in your direction. Green light, hop in. Look at 1 minute battlefield, right? Look at the 1 minute playing field. The reason I chose this stop loss, because look, you got to look at what tools you have. Where can you hide your stop loss where these fuckers aren't going to hit you out? You got this bullish gap. You got this candle here, nice wick. So it's like, okay, if I put my stop loss behind this, even if price wants to retrace this gap again, at least I have a gap protecting me, as well as the fact that if price were to completely disregard this gap, then I don't want to be in the trade anymore, because at that point it could just be reversing. So you just place your stop loss not directly behind the gap, because sometimes it'll wick outside of the gap but still respect it. So you give it enough distance where the gap can do its thing and you don't get hit out. Thus you put it behind the candle that made the gap, if that makes sense. But yeah, this is a trade I would have taken too. And with me, it's not even that I'm taking too many trades, is that I lost money this week. Like, I know I'm up on the week, but like, we lost money. This account was higher. I fucking turned, like, bro, I was at 1.3K on the account, and this thing went down. But anyways, I lost money because I was trying to control the trades. I was moving things break even. I wasn't trusting my stop loss. I kept moving it and moving it. And it's like, bro, when I went through the week, I'm like, even when I took a second trade, like a lot of the times in this, even when I took a second trade, the second trade was a valid trade idea. I fucked it up because I'm like, oh, I shouldn't be in a second trade. Um, I moved my stop loss, but it's like when you look at the first trade I took, like let me find an example. This day, trade idea one, right? Buy. Well, no, this one lost. That's not even a good example. What's some good examples? Is this it? This one, trade idea one, hits. And then this one, I got greedy. Trade idea two was good because I hopped in here. If I had just targeted this low right here, because it did drop that low. If I did this and targeted this, I think it was gonna. Does it hit? Wait, I could be tripping. I think it hits though. Thursday. Whatever. We get the point. Either way, I had trade ideas. I didn't leave it. I took more trades than I needed to. Anyways, we live, we learn. Yeah, like, yeah, that's it. But yeah, Top Step's been weird. I haven't been able to actually place a trade in gold. Actually, yeah, Friday I couldn't even trade. Like I tried hopping in a trade later on. I actually tried hopping in I think this trade because I woke up at like 9:30, so I wouldn't have even seen this. I was hopping in during this, but yeah, it wouldn't let me enter a trade. So because gold was too volatile for Top Step. Hopefully it stops doing that. Like I couldn't even enter on a micro, bro. But anyways, that's it. That's the trade recap. Once again, 5 fundeds were running. I have to be so cautious because like gold is so volatile. It's making me risk more than I want to. But decent week. Yeah. I have nothing left to say, man. I'm done. Decent week. Still some self-sabotaging, but that's why we're locking in for the next.